Welcome back. So Christine and I are going to show you how you can personalize your apron with homemade stencils.
Super easy. Now, many craft stores obviously have stencils, but they don't have necessarily the font you like or the sayings that you want.
Like this one that I'm wearing.
There you go.
Part of the brunch.
So we have come up with a way to take maybe an old apron that you had laying around or that you want to maybe give as a housewarming gift. That could be a great gift.
Plus, you can always go to your local thrift store.
Absolutely.
You can find it, whichever apron you want. No problem.
No problem. So to start, it's really important that we talk about the materials for this.
Yes.
This is not just any regular paper.
Now, this is freezer paper.
Freezer paper.
For those of you who don't know what freezer paper is, I'll tell you something, it's not easy to find. And we called around to a lot of places to get this freezer paper, and I ended up getting it at the local butcher because
it's essentially butcher paper.
Right.
So you can get it at some grocery stores, but if they don't have freezer paper, you can always call up your local butcher. The main thing is that you want the wax side on one side and you want the paper side on the other side. That was perfect. It's like you've been practicing. It's great.
Okay, so this is a lot of fun.
So we came up with the Parlez-vous brunch, which, because, we love food, and just thought it would be perfect on an apron.
And it's just whimsical. It's just a fun thing. It's like kiss the cook.
It's so fun.
Whatever you want, you can do.
So we just found a font that we liked on the computer and printed it out on paper and cut it out, and then we traced it onto our freezer paper. Then you're going to want to use a really sharp knife, like an X-Acto knife, and you're going to want to cut out your stencil. So now what you're going to do, you're going to make like a freezer paper sandwich.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so you're going to take the bottom.
Are we going over to the ironing board?
The ironing board over here. So you want to make sure that you're putting this waxy side up. Then you're going to take your apron.
This is so exciting.
And you're
I really do love this, Christine. I think you had such a great idea.
It's so fun. And you could do any saying that you want. You could do a monogram, right? That'd be a great gift. So
monograms are so chic, right?
On medium heat, you're going to iron this down. And if you can see, it's starting to stick. It's really important to get this freezer paper because as you're painting this, you do not want the paint to spread outside of the stencil. You want to make sure that it's really stuck down.
That looks great. It's really working well.
Yeah, so you can just leave it for a couple seconds.
And for those of you, we have about 2 minutes, so I don't know if we need to move on, but make sure you've got water in your iron because the steam really helps it a whole lot. Oh,
it is
perfect.
It is stuck on there.
Woo.
So now you can use whatever color you want. It has to be fabric paint because you're going to probably want to wash this. So you can get that at your craft store.
Yep, and sometimes actually they recommend that you wash the fabric before you actually do the project as well. In this case, we're doing it the way that we're doing it, but you can do either way. It's totally fine.
All right.
And should I do this?
Yeah, and I'll go down here.
Okay, perfect.
Work,
side by side.
Yeah.
And remember, the technique that you use, you want to remember not to...
You're not you're spreading it, but you're more
kind of
like a stipple.
Stippling it.
So what we've actually done, you can get brushes that are stippling brushes, I guess. Yeah. But we just took these foam brushes and we actually just cut the tips off. It was just so easy that way.
That's so clever. So clever, and it's so easy, like you said. And sometimes if you just work from the outside in from the letter, that will work as well.
Need more?
Yes, please. But see how this is going? It's so great.
It's pretty easy.
And it is really.
And once you have the hardest part, or most time-consuming part, is making the stencil, tracing it out, and cutting it.
Christine, we have 1 minute.
We're running out of time.
We are running out of time.
But it's okay. We can see what it already looks like on you.
That's true. And we are making headway, which is good. Oh my! Oh,
sorry.
That's
But
okay. Too much. Because you know what? We're like this. We're kind of the type of people that just want to get it done.
Get it
really quick. Look, we're gonna do it. 30 seconds. Anyways, we're gonna keep on working on this. But up next, don't stick around honestly, because up next we are taking that tablecloth that you said you could never use and making it into a pillow cover. It's going to be so great.
So great. Personalized pillowcases.